This is Freedom Global News.
Nigerian Communication Commission says telecommunication industry contributes $70 billion to the economy. House of Representatives summoned Nigeria Bulk Electricity Commission over failure to appear to defend 2023 budget proposal. Correspondent reports on World Polio Day. And on the foreign scene, Rishi Sunak becomes United Kingdom's Prime Minister. Good evening, you listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Today is the 24th of October 2022, which is equivalent to the 28th of Rabiul Awwal 1444 after Hijri. And now the news in full. The Nigerian Communications Commission said the technology-driven telecommunications industry had contributed $70 billion to Nigeria's economy. Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Umar Dambata, made the disclosure in a keynote speech at a cyberchain event in Abuja while speaking on the topic of using technology to grow Nigeria's GDP. Dambata was represented by the Principal Manager, Digital Economy, Mrs. Ella Eli, said that the industry had provided over 500,000 jobs in the public and private sectors and improved the lives of millions of Nigerians. She said that the impact of technology on the nation in any society has been tremendous. She further highlighted that Nigeria's adoption of 5G, e-commerce, fintech, and big data had boosted the country's revenue generation capacity, adding that Nigeria's adoption of digital technologies has enabled it to diversify its revenue and economy, created jobs, improved services and efficiency, reduced wastages, and optimized resources available. The House of Representatives Committee on Finance has summoned the Managing Director, Nigeria Bulk Electricity Commission, NBET, Mr. Nnameka Ewelukwa, over failure to appear to defend his agency's 2023 budget proposal. The chairman of the committee, James Faleki, issued the summon during the budget defense with some agencies of government in Abuja today. Some of the agencies billed to appear before the committee are Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning, Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Budget Office, and Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority. Others included Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Responsibility Commission, as well as the Nigeria Bulk Electricity Commission. Faleki accused the MD of NBET of ignoring the invitation severally, with some lawmakers threatening that the House might withhold the appropriation of the agency if Ewelukwa failed to appear. The Sultan of Sokoto and President General of Nigeria's Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar III, has directed Muslim Ummah to look out for the new moon of Rabiul Thani 1444 after Hijri, effectively from Tuesday. Rabiul Thani is the fourth month in the Islamic calendar that comes after the month of Rabiul Awwal, in which the majority of Muslims celebrate Mawlid. The Sultan gave the directive in a statement signed by Professor Sambo Junaid, the Chairman Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Sultanate Council, Sokoto, today. He said Muslims are therefore requested to start looking for the new moon on Tuesday and report its sighting to the nearest district or village head for onward communication to the Sultan. The Sultan further prayed to Allah to assist the Muslim Ummah in the discharge of their religious duties. Another sporting arena, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, said he's spurred by the Excellence in Public Service Award bestowed on him by President Muhammadu Buhari to do more for the teeming youth of Nigeria. Muhammad San Uba has details of this and other sports updates.
The award which was in recognition of his excellent contribution and commitment to the growth and development of sport in the country, especially in the area of infrastructure development, was presented to him last Friday at the State House in Abuja. In his reaction, the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dari, dedicated the award to his team as he praised them for their commitment to his vision for youth and sport development in Nigeria. Meanwhile, Flamengo's head coach Bankole Oloikere says getting to the semi-finals of the Under-17 Women's World Cup is not enough and has assured Nigerians the technical crew is working hard to ensure that the Flamingos get to the final. Flamingos faced Colombia in the semis on Wednesday following the South American 3-0 win over Tanzania in the quarterfinals on Saturday. Flamingos captain Alvin Dazoso and the Imamuso Edafe, who converted the penalty that tied the Flamingos to the last four, have also assured Nigerians that Flamingos will go all out against Colombia in their semi-final clash. In another update, Sporting Lisbon boss Ruben Amorim is one of the main contenders to succeed Steven Gerrard as Aston Villa manager. Gerrard was sacked on Thursday after less than a year in charge following a 3-0 defeat by Fulham. The 37-year-old Amorim has reported a €10 million release clause at the Portuguese club, and it is understood Villa have held talks with his representatives. And on tennis, Jessica Pegula won her first WTA 1000 title with a straight-set victory over Maria Sakkari at the Guadalajara Open. American Pegula needed just 70 minutes to wrap up a 6-2, 6-3 win over her Greek opponent, and as a result, rises to number 3 in the world rankings. The 28-year-old now has 41 WTA men draw match victories this season, with only one number 1 Iga Swiatek having 62 and Osdabi winning 46. Muhammad Sanuba, Freedom Radio.
The Global News is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com, or call us through this number, 082 444163. Welcome back. You still listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. World Polio Day is annually observed on October 24th. The day is celebrated to spread awareness about the danger of the disease and also provide opportunities to highlight the importance of vaccination to fight the disease. Correspondent Aisha Sanubala takes a look at the importance of the day and files in this report presented by Zarazana.
According to the World Health Organization, World Polio Days is a perfect occasion to spread awareness about the danger of the disease and immense need to vaccinate babies as far scheduled so as to completely eradicate the virus. The World Health Organization said polio is a highly contagious, dangerous disease caused by the virus that attacks the nervous system. Such is the danger level of the disease that 1 in 200 infected people face the risk of permanent paralysis. However, countries like Afghanistan and Pakistan will witness real accuracy of this disease. A victim of polio disease here in Kano sheds more light on the challenges he faces.
Starting our life with polio, and as you are aware, any polio victim is facing some challenges. This challenge is consist of stigmatization and also whenever they think you are not able to do something, it's not so. We polio surviving victims, as we are aware, say every disability we are starting. But of course, we find our life in difficult situations. Through the NGOs, we are surviving our people to assess polio population for their children because they direct it over the issue at first. But when due to our intervention as a polio victim, as they see what we can fear, majority of them affected now. I don't think we can any polio in Nigeria. We are polio free country now because some people think we are not able to do something or they are not illiterate or we are stuck illiterate. But not true. We all participate in educational line. But I know some of us have been left backward because some of us are uneducated, but some of us are educated now.
And also chairman of the Kano State Polio Victims Association, Alhaji Aminu Ahmed Churunwada, said the effort made by the authorities is one of the biggest successes fighting against the disease.
Government never donate our polio anything. Only UNICEF and WHO, they help our peoples. Do you want your son to be like us? If your son to be like us as a polio survivor, your son is never joined army, your son never joined police you never playing football, your son never going farms. We tell the people, say, do you want your son to be like us? The reason why we are telling the people, don't agree. If you see the day of vaccination come, okay, give your children to vaccination. If you are not agree with that, okay, your son to be like us.
Dr. Imam Wadabello, the director at the primary healthcare in charge of infectious diseases, sheds more light on how to continue keeping polio at bay since Nigeria has been declared polio.
Nigeria has been certified polio-free for the last 3 years. Still, we have to really ensure that we maintain high routine immunization. We continue to ensure that we can detect surveillance.
The theme for this year's World Polio Day is a healthier future for mother and children. Zarzana, Freedom Radio.
And on business, we have Muhammad Abba Abdullahi with updates.
The Central Bank of Nigeria, in line with its mandate to promote stability, inclusion, and growth in the financial and payment system, said it has introduced a national domestic card scheme that will become effective on January 16, 2023. The Director General Cooperation Communications, CBN, Osinta Nwanso, stated that Nigeria is Africa's largest and most vibrant economy. Digitization, mobile penetration, the proactive policy initiative of the CBN had driven the accelerated adoption of digital financial services. According to Nwanso, building on this platform is accelerates financial inclusion. It requires infrastructure that can deliver lower cost payment services that are more accessible and affordable for Nigerians. He added that the scheme could also be leveraged as a platform for the seamless dissemination of government to person payments and other social impact initiatives, enhancing financial access and supporting to the growth of a robust and inclusive digital economy. Meanwhile, the federal government, through the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), is set to make at least about $1.1 billion from the sale of 5G spectrum. The NCC disclosed this in a new information memorandum on 3.5 GHz spectrum auction that it has set the reserve price for 2 more 5G spectrum licenses at $272.6 million, which, according to the NCC, 5 licenses will eventually be awarded for the deployment of 5G in the nation. It added that all its spectrum will be auctioned by 2023. Muhammad Abdullah, Freedom.
For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic, here's the report.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have partly cloudy sky and light wind at an average temperature of 21 degrees Celsius, later changed to 26 degrees Celsius with sunny interval and gentle breeze. Katsina will experience a clear sky and light wind at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later changed to 28 degrees Celsius with sunny interval and a gentle breeze. Kaduna will have a clear sky and light wind at 21 degrees Celsius and later change to 25 degrees Celsius with sunny interval and light winds. Abuja is expected to have light clouds and light winds at 23 degrees Celsius and later give way to 26 degrees Celsius with light clouds and light winds. Lagos will have light rain shower and light winds at 24 degrees Celsius and later increase to 26 degrees Celsius with thundery shower and light breeze. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have a clear sky and light winds at an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and later give way to 29 degrees Celsius with sunny interval and a moderate breeze. Zinda will experience a clear sky and light wind at 26 degrees Celsius and later give way to 30 degrees Celsius with sunny interval and moderate breeze. Yerencha Mark, Freedom Radio.
Another foreign scene, former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak today won the battle for leadership of Britain's Conservative Party, and will become the country's first Prime Minister of colour. Penny Mordaunt, the last rival left after Boris Johnson dramatically pulled out, failed to secure the necessary 100 nominations from her fellow members of Brady said as Mordaunt pledged her full support for Sunak for elected as leader of the Conservative Party. Triumph for his decision late Sunday to abandon his political comeback his trust to lead the ruling Tories, Sunak therefore pulled off And with this, we've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production, have a wonderful evening.